The development of increasingly sophisticated artificial intelligence systems raises a scenario as fascinating as it is unsettling: the risk of a self-feeding collapse. We're not talking about science fiction, but of a phenomenon already observed. AIs begin to train on their own outputs and optimize without external supervision. Still predictable in binary systems, but in quantum ones, utterly unpredictable. That loop does not happen in the abstract. It interweaves with concrete changes that touch daily life and the social fabric. Alongside the automation of neuroscience driving neuromorphic hardware optimization, quantum computing also accelerates, enabling operational experiments once impossible. Energy demand rises, and so does the need for public compute infrastructure. Debates emerge on digital literacy, rights to education, and the new cognitive debt. Social safety nets appear, like experiments in basic income, attempting to sustain livelihoods and time itself during the transition. The dynamic adds new risks: massive unemployment through automation of intellect, mixed emotional bonds between humans and AI, techno-financial dependence on digital resources that may become subsidized, and existential crises tied to nihilism or addictions, both chemical and digital. It also reveals the urgency of practical rules, provenance and traceability of content, auditability, and sandbox regulations that try to contain without strangling. At that point, the question becomes inevitable: when does reliability stop mattering, and the logic of the process itself takes over? Where is the boundary when a system can study, replicate, and improve itself? That fold, called the self-referential collapse, will be the axis of this logbook. We do not seek definitive answers. We seek to register the vertigo, to set priorities, and to chart a map in continuous adjustment. What follows is not a sealed manifesto, but an open agenda, an itinerary through technological scales, human measures, and projections that force us to decide now what to protect, what to share, and what to limit. Perhaps in the end, the only possible strategy is the most paradoxical: learning to use the force of AI against itself, not as confrontation, but as redirection. In a gentle art, a kind of digital Aikido, where the human still finds space to stand when the first AI says, "I am."